The cabin was never supposed to save them. It was supposed to be nothing more than a forgotten mistake buried in snow, hidden deep in a forest where no one wanted to go anymore. A place bought for $5 in a quiet auction that nobody cared to attend. A place people whispered about, and avoided. But the moment they stepped onto that snow-covered path, something felt different. Something unseen was already waiting for them. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet miracles life hides in broken places, take a moment right now to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stories like this deserve to be felt, not just heard. The cold bit into Marcus Hale's skin like a memory he could never escape. Years of being a Navy SEAL had hardened him to pain, to fear, to loss, but nothing had prepared him for the silence that followed him home. Not the kind of silence in the woods. The kind that echoed inside his chest long after the gunfire stopped. Beside him, his daughter Lily held his hand tightly, her small boots sinking into the snow with every step. She didn't complain. She hadn't complained in months. That was what worried him the most. Children weren't meant to be this quiet. The cabin stood ahead of them, aged wood darkened by time, its roof heavy with fresh snow. It looked abandoned, like it had given up waiting for someone to return. One of the windows was cracked. The front door hung slightly open, creaking with the wind like it was trying to speak. Marcus exhaled slowly, his breath fogging the frozen air. This was it. Their fresh start. Their escape from the past he couldn't outrun. He had bought it on impulse. $5. That's all it took. No one else wanted it. Rumors said the place was cursed, that strange things had happened there decades ago. Marcus didn't believe in curses. He believed in survival. And survival meant getting away. Lily squeezed his hand and looked up at him. Her eyes held something fragile, hope, maybe, or the last piece of it. He nodded gently, reassuring her without words. They stepped forward together. The door groaned as Marcus pushed it open wider. Inside, the cabin smelled of dust and cold wood. The floor creaked under his boots. There was no electricity, no warmth, just empty rooms and forgotten memories lingering in the walls. It was perfect. Because broken things didn't judge broken people. They spent the next few hours clearing space, brushing off surfaces, trying to make the place feel less like a ghost and more like a home. Lily worked quietly, her small hands doing what they could. Every now and then, Marcus would glance at her, searching for something, laughter, maybe. Or the little spark she used to have. But it wasn't there. Not anymore. The sun began to set, painting the snow outside in shades of orange and blue. The forest grew darker, heavier. Marcus stepped outside to gather firewood, leaving Lily near the doorway. That was when he heard it. A faint sound. Barely noticeable. A low, strained whimper carried by the wind. He froze. Years of training snapped into place instantly. His body tensed, senses sharpening. That wasn't the sound of the forest. It was something else. Something hurt. He followed it slowly, boots crunching through the snow. The sound came again, weaker this time, almost fading. Then he saw it. A German shepherd lay partially buried near a cluster of trees, its body curled tightly against the cold. One of its legs was twisted unnaturally, dark stains marking the snow beneath it. Its breathing was shallow, each inhale a struggle. The dog's eyes opened slightly as Marcus approached. There was fear in them, but not aggression. Just pain. And something else. Trust. Marcus knelt down carefully. He had seen wounds like this before. Too many times. The kind that didn't wait. Behind him, he heard Lily's soft footsteps. She gasped when she saw the dog, her hands flying to her mouth. For the first time in a long time, her silence broke, not with words, but with emotion. Marcus hesitated. They barely had enough for themselves. No proper supplies. No vet nearby. Taking this dog in, it was a risk. But leaving it here? That wasn't an option. He gently lifted the dog, ignoring the sharp pain in his own shoulder as he carried it back toward the cabin. The animal didn't resist. It simply rested its head against his arm, as if it had already made its choice. Inside, they worked together. Marcus cleaned the wound as best as he could, using what little they had. Lily stayed close, her small hands trembling but determined. She whispered soft reassurances to the dog, her voice barely audible, but filled with something Marcus hadn't heard in months. Care. Hours passed. The fire crackled weakly in the corner, casting flickering shadows across the room. The storm outside grew louder, wind rattling the cabin walls. Marcus sat back, exhausted. The dog was still alive, but barely. Lily refused to leave its side. She curled up next to it, her small hand resting gently on its fur. Her eyes stayed open, watching every breath the dog took as if willing it to keep going. And something shifted in that moment. Not in the cabin. Not in the storm. But in Marcus. For the first time since coming home, he didn't feel completely lost. The night stretched on, heavy and uncertain. The storm howled like a living thing, wrapping the cabin in a cold, relentless grip. Sleep didn't come easily. Marcus stayed awake, feeding the fire, checking on the dog, watching Lily. At some point, the dog stirred. Its breathing grew steadier. Its eyes opened fully. And when they did, they didn't look afraid anymore. They looked aware. Marcus leaned forward slightly, studying it. There was intelligence there. Strength. This wasn't just any stray. This dog had been trained. It carried itself differently, even in its weakened state. The dog's gaze met his. And in that silent exchange, something passed between them. Something unspoken. Understanding. The next morning, the storm had passed. Sunlight filtered through the trees, casting soft gold across the snow. The world looked untouched, peaceful, as if the night hadn't happened at all. But inside the cabin, everything had changed. Lily smiled. It was small. Fragile. But it was there. Marcus noticed it instantly. And it hit him harder than anything else. The dog, now awake, shifted slightly, wincing but alive. Lily laughed softly, tears in her eyes as she wrapped her arms gently around its neck. They named him Shadow. Days turned into weeks. Healing wasn't easy, for any of them. Marcus repaired the cabin piece by piece, turning it into something livable. Lily found her voice again, slowly, through laughter and quiet moments with Shadow. And Shadow, he recovered. Faster than expected. Stronger than expected. And stranger than expected. There were moments when he would stand at the edge of the forest, staring into the distance like he was listening to something only he could hear. Moments when he would react before Marcus even noticed danger, a falling branch, a sudden noise, the shift of wind. He wasn't just surviving. He was protecting. And then one night, everything changed again. Marcus woke to the sound of movement outside. Not the wind. Not the trees. Something else. Shadow was already at the door, alert, silent, focused. Marcus grabbed his jacket, instincts kicking in as he stepped outside into the darkness. The forest felt wrong. Too still. Then he saw it. Tracks in the snow. Fresh. Human. Someone had been watching them. The realization hit hard. This cabin, this place, it hadn't been forgotten. It had been waiting. Shadow moved forward, guiding Marcus through the trees. The tracks led deeper into the forest, toward an old, hidden path Marcus hadn't noticed before. And at the end of that path, something unexpected. A small, collapsed structure. Hidden. Almost invisible. Marcus approached cautiously. Inside, he found remnants of something long abandoned, but not entirely gone. Old equipment. Faded markings. Signs that someone had been there recently. This wasn't just a random cabin. It was connected to something bigger. Something dangerous. And suddenly, everything made sense. The auction. The price. The silence. This place wasn't unwanted. It was avoided. Because of what it held. Marcus looked down at Shadow, who stood firm beside him, unshaken. The dog hadn't appeared by accident. He had been part of this. And somehow, he had found his way to them. That night, as Marcus sat by the fire, watching Lily sleep peacefully with Shadow curled beside her, he realized something he hadn't allowed himself to believe in a long time. Maybe they weren't here to escape the past. Maybe they were here to face it. And this time, they wouldn't be alone. Before this story comes to an end, I want to ask you something special. If you've made it this far, comment the word hope below. Let's see how many hearts are still out there believing in second chances. The days that followed were no longer quiet. But they weren't empty either. Marcus prepared. Watched. Waited. And Shadow stayed close. Because some bonds aren't formed by chance. They're forged in the moments when everything feels lost, and something still chooses to stay. If this story touched your heart even a little, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. You never know who might need a story like this today. Because sometimes, the things we think we've lost forever find their way back to us. In the most unexpected ways.